and took in a deep breath. "Are you scared of me?" he continued. The tease in his tone was gone. Yes, but Helen didn't answer. Instead, after a brief hesitation, she clicked end and set the phone down. Then, sighing and taking a last look at the huge house, she put her car in gear and merged back onto Highway 31. Part 1. 1. Friday, October 14th, 2016. From the tunnel outside the home locker room, the crowd sounded like the low rumble of thunder. How many were there? Sam Davis Stadium held 4,200 people, but for this game they had allowed another 1,000 fans, mostly students, to surround the field. Odell Champagne gazed out the opening and shook his head. "Kickoff is still an hour out, and it's already crazy. Can you believe it?" he asked, hearing the wistfulness in his voice. He felt a hand grab his own and then warm breath in his ear that smelled like bubble gum. He smiled.
"Yes,"
Brittany said, kissing his earlobe.
"They're here to see the best football player in the country."
"No, they're not," he said, taking a step forward and pulling her with him. "They're here to see Fizz, the most electrifying band in the Southeast." He mimicked public address announcer Earl Mooring's broadcaster voice, and she elbowed him in the ribcage. "With lead singer Pulaski's very own Brittany Crutcher." He held up their hands together on the last part and started bouncing on his toes. Brittany rolled her eyes with a smile, and Odell pulled her in close. "We'd have a good crowd if it was just Giles County versus Tullahoma, but not like this." He cocked his head toward the opening. "All those kids along the field and already sitting in the stands, they're here for the concert after the game." He grinned at her. "They're here for you." She shrugged and glanced down, chewing the large wad of gum that she had in her mouth. "And you know it," Odell said, leaning in and kissing her cheek and neck. Then he pulled back and squinted at her. "How many pieces you got in your mouth?" "2," she said. Odell shook his head. "Looks like double that to me, girl." He knew that Brittany liked to chew gum to relax. He'd seen her take down several packs on concert days. "Nervous about the show?"
"No,"
she said before taking out her gum and tossing it hard into the trash can against the wall. "Liar," Odell teased. Brittany peered up at him. She looked like she wanted to say something. "What?"
"Nothing."
She glanced behind her.
"Don't you need to go inside? Won't Coach P be wondering where his star player is?"
"We can chill for a little while longer." He paused. "So, are you going to watch the game?"
"You know we have to rehearse."
"The first half?"
"I have to meet with someone first."
She sighed.
"About the band."
"Mr. Zanuck, right?" Odell snapped the name off like it pained him to say it. He looked away from her, trying to keep his annoyance in check. "I can't believe you're hanging around that criminal. You know what Mr. Haynes thinks of him."
"He's been good to me, O.
He what?" Odell ground his teeth together. "I know he's spent a lot of money on the band, but isn't it obvious what he really wants?" Brittany pursed her lips.
"Last I checked, Mr. Zanuck's been good to your mama, too. Isn't she working at his club, or did I dream that?"
"And she hasn't been the same since." He took out his phone and held it up. "Been trying to reach her all day long, and she's ghosted again."
"That's not Mr. Zanuck's fault. She was disappearing for days before she took that job. Oh, you've got to move on from your mom. If you don't, she's going to ruin your life like my dad tried to do mine. At least move out of that apartment. I'm sure Mr. Haynes would let you live at his house for the rest of the year. And next year,"
she playfully pushed him,
"you'll be out of here, baby. In Tuscaloosa or Knoxville. Or maybe Southern California."
"You know I can't do that."
"Why not?"
"It's different from me, Britt. My mom's all I've got. I can't leave her."
"And you can't save her,"
Brittany said, touching his chest with her hand and running her fingers up his neck.
"You know that, don't you?"
Odell looked away from her. "Britt, please watch the first half. Why in the world do you have to meet with that dude Zanuck tonight?"